Indeed. Anyway. Part 2.
Welcome to part 2.
Chris Jericho versus
The Legends.
the Legends of the Game.
Yes, so we had this match panned out very much like, well, not entirely, but in terms of wrestling, it panned out quite a lot like we thought it would pan out. It started off very bizarrely with the Legends not being able to agree who would start, and Roddy Piper telling the others to fuck off out the ring.
Fuck off out the ring! Just get the fuck out!
It was just very, very odd. We thought, calm down, Roddy. But,
He's hot rod.
The match, as I thought, well, Jericho got completely dominated to start with, but that's just because he didn't land any offense. And I'm not being funny, but the second he landed offense on Snooki, he tapped out. The second he landed offense on Piper, he was pinned, but that was fine. Because as soon as they were out of the way,
we got the Dragon. Let's not call him that, right? This guy is Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Steamboat, and I'll give him
the
a
legendary
hand,
Ricky Steamboat.
Because Ricky Steamboat pulled out the bag in this one. I was absolutely amazed with this.
One of the 4 performances of the night, I'd say.
Shelton Benjamin, Ricky Steamboat, The Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible. Ricky Steamboat deserves his place in the Hall of Fame. And Ricky Steamboat was doing things that he didn't even do during his active wrestling career.
He did a power slam. You've never done that before.
I know, and it was so good. I mean, it was great wrestling between the two of them. Ricky Steamboat was wrestling better than half the roster.
Yeah, he can still arm drag with the best of it. In fact, I'd even say his arm drag is better than Kazarni's.
Oh well, I'm not so sure about that. Don't get too far, mate. Don't get too far. But yeah.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. He did a flying crossbody over the top rope, which sort of spun.
I know, but it was incredible. And then Jericho hit the code breaker and won clean, which was actually kind of cool.
We were pleasantly surprised.
Ecstatic.
To be honest, we just expected him to get humiliated and
Yeah. So then.
Torn naked by the Legends.
But the thing was, the booking at the end of this was unbelievable because Flair came into the ring, was goaded into the ring, and got beaten down and code breakered by Jericho, and then Jericho calls Mickey Rourke into the ring.
Why does the WWE insist on making their wrestlers look bad against random celebrities? Now I know he has a boxing career. That's not a wrestling career, and Chris Jericho should not have been like, okay then, bring it on. You should have just beaten him in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
We'd all been happy. Jericho would have humiliated everyone just like he said he would. That'd have been great.
But no, what actually happened was Rourke laid him out in one punch, made him look like a total bitch. Which, think about it, how shit does that make the 4 legends that Jericho just beat the shit out of look? Like, seriously.
Exactly.
It was a ridiculous segment.
So this is another one of those examples where the WWE's built it up, it's made it something good, and then it's taken away from it, just in a second.
But there were plenty of examples of that.
Now, that was the show. That was the whole show.
The next match was actually, not only was it much better than I was expecting, but it was one of the matches of the evening.
It was very good. In fact, how could you not say it was the second best match of the evening?
It probably was the second best.
He wasn't expecting much. I knew Hardys, you just say the word extreme and suddenly, things are going to happen.
The Hardys against each other, I mean, I can't stand Matt Hardy, and I thought the build-up for this feud was appalling. But the match...
The match itself was very good. I picked Matt before the match, just for the record.
I didn't.
It's the only thing we got right all night. So.
I know. So it was. There were lots of good spots.
Yeah, a few spots. Jeff Hardy set Matt up on a table, put another table on top of it, and then did a sort of frog splash. We were expecting a swanton.
Yeah, but it was an impressive spot, and the ending of the match.
Yeah,
was absolutely incredible.
Really pleasant surprise.
That was probably the best ending of the evening. Do you remember on SmackDown a while ago, Matt Hardy took on The Undertaker and did Jeff Hardy did a springboard leg drop over a ladder and then pinned The Undertaker clean. Well, he attempted to go for this again on Matt, and Matt moved out of the way and it looked like it fucking hurt.
Yeah, Matt avoided it really last minute, which I was glad to see. And then Matt put Jeff's head inside a chair.
An unfolded chair, like a...
Yeah, so it was... basically, he was just caught like this, like a guillotine or something. And then Matt hit the twist of fate, which looked like it really, really hurt.
I don't understand how they've never done that before, because that was amazing.
Especially when Edge and Christian were doing concertos, I thought that would be the perfect counter, surely. But yeah, really good.
My only gripe with the match would be that in an evening that was really face-centered... Why Jeff Hardy wasn't one of the ones they picked to put over, I don't understand.
I don't... Well, we don't want to see Matt get any kind of push, but I knew they'd do it.
Yeah, he had a costume change, so that signifies push to me.
Anyway.
A new costume. Anyway,
JBL versus Rey Mysterio.
there's nothing really to say about this.
It's a squash. It's a straightforward squash by Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio beat JBL in 21 seconds.
And then JBL quits, so presumably his Intercontinental title reign was to make him a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, and that'll probably be it for JBL. Might return to commentary, I suppose, but
where?
I don't know. I don't care. It was shit.
No.
Rey Mysterio was wearing this ridiculous Joker costume.
I thought he was Luna Vachon.
Yeah, it was just. Are you just obsessed with Luna Vachon?
I was disappointed she wasn't there. What can I say?
But anyway, it was rubbish.
She's an underrated technical wrestler.
It was rubbish. It was terrible. And it was an embarrassment to the Intercontinental title.
So only the world title matters now. No Intercontinental, no women, no tag team. They're all bullshit. Just world titles. That's all we compete for anymore. Anyway, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels.
Match of the evening. Easy.
Match of the evening. Starts off really slow, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this match should be so good, and it's about 3 out of 10 right now.
I thought it was so bad.
I don't even care about it, right? First 10 minutes were a dud, and it's 10 out of 10 this match. This match was fucking amazing.
Good. And you know what it is? You've said it before, and it's right. Even though Shawn Michaels, win-wise, doesn't have the best Wrestlemania history, he brings out the bag every year. He pulls out the bag and just does something amazing.
And clearly, perhaps this slightly irked The Undertaker, the fact that Shawn Michaels is the showstopper. He's Mr. WrestleMania. And he's like, I'm 16-0, why can't I be Mr. WrestleMania? So he brings it out the bag today.
Yeah.
So basically, it started off, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Mm-hmm. And then we had 2 spots to the outside. Shawn Michaels does a corkscrew moonsault, and The Undertaker just gets out of the way.
Yeah, and it pushes him down.
Yeah.
So basically Shawn Michaels is just massively slammed onto the floor.
It was brilliant. It looked brilliant.
And then even better, The Undertaker, a giant man, does an over-the-top sort of flip thing, and he looks like he lands on his head.
He really did land on his head. It looked like Shetland landed on his head earlier. The Undertaker really did here.
Shawn Michaels pulled a cameraman in front of him. This terrified cameraman had The Undertaker land on him. It was fantastic.
I think this is possibly the best example of false finishes and theatre I'd ever seen in a match.
Yeah, it was finisher moves everywhere, kickouts.
The Undertaker hits a tombstone, and Shawn Michaels waits till I don't think I've seen a pinfall this close. It's just really
and it was
brilliant.
It was so well done. Last ride,
massive last ride.
Best
really.
Last ride I've seen in years.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet chin music's all over the place, and eventually Shawn Michaels goes for a moonsault, and the Undertaker beautifully catches him perfectly, hits the tombstone, and the streak is intact.
Great finish.
Fantastic.
To a great match. This is the one time in the night where they didn't build something out, then take it apart.
Yeah,
they built something up, they built it up, and then the finish was just as good. And The Undertaker won, but they were both... They both knew why each other was so good at WrestleMania.
Nailed it. So, match of the evening, no bother. But I think we're going to move on to the next part, because...
Yeah, we're going to go for part 3. Sorry, we're taking so long.
We're going to go part 3 and discuss the title matches.
The world title matches. World titles are all that matters. So, see you for part 3.